guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Happy to have you here today. Speedrun, part of a speedrun series, Speedrun Spider 25, where I'm going to show you guys my best level 25 team for the 4 kind of major artifact and accessory dungeons out there in the game. Personally, I'm starting with Fire Knight because that's my favorite artifact dungeon. I would say Spider is probably a little bit better, or actually it's not better, but where I spend more of my time because, especially since the instant artifact upgrades, I am always silver broke now inside this freaking game. Anyway, no matter where you're farming, whether it's Fire Knight or anywhere in the game, the most important thing that you might glean from this video is going to your settings, going to your options, keeping your graphic quality on low, changing your frame rate to unlimited. If your rig can handle it, or your device can handle it, it's going to make your run so much faster. To put it into perspective, I'm not gaining, but I'm lessening about 20 seconds, subtracting from my runs just from changing to 60 FPS to unlimited on this specific team. That is a profound difference, especially when extrapolated over the course of, 100 battles or 120 or more multi-battles. So anyway, guys, this is not a new team, and it's also not the world record team for Fire Knight 25. But it's my team. I have all the champions for it, and it's really, really fast.
But it's my team.
Yeah, and that's what scares the hell out of me.
These are the artifacts of Fire Knight's castle. I need to go through them all with you guys. Suffice it to say, I love Fire Knight's artifacts. They're my favorite out of the artifact dungeons. Savage especially, but regen, frenzy, crit damage, heck, even immunity in shields, even curing I'm now using on Vogoth. So I love, not only are there amazing sets in Fire Knight's dungeon, but there's just a really strong lack of useless sets. And that's what I really, really love about it. Maybe Fury, but even Fury has some niche use cases inside the game. So I think credit to, I try to do my research before the video, trying to give credit to who first made this. Everybody's like shared videos on it, but who first made it? And I think it was Boomer. So massive shout out to Boomer. I'll link his channel for you guys in the show notes below. He's been a guest here on the channel before as well. This is an instant poison combust team. Now, even if you don't have all the champions, I think you'll enjoy this strategy because it's a little bit different. It's a non-SEER team, and it really leans heavily on Dark Kale, who's a champion that we haven't spotlighted too much here on the channel. Probably, arguably, one of the better epic champions inside the entire game. I personally would put him top 5. I know some out there rank him number 1 in the game. If you don't have Prince Chimera, no worries. You can sub him out with Renegade. She does work on this team. I do not have Renegade built, believe it or not, but I should probably tomorrow, probably yesterday, probably 2 years ago, Ash. Either way, the rest of the team is Elaneril for instant poison damage. We have Tomb Lord, Allure, and Dark Kale. I'm going to show you the team at normal speed, 2x speed. Then we're going to slow it down. I'll show you how it works at 1x speed, and then we'll talk about all the champion builds and all of their skill priorities. So let's go ahead and start out in double time. So here we go. I'll kind of walk us through it here in double time speed first. We lead off with Chimera placing his poisons on everybody. We come in the A2 Allure. We come in the A2 Elaneril. Dark Kale comes in, extends the duration of all those poisons, and then we combust. We make them all blow up. Second wave, repeat, rinse and repeat with Chimera's Seal of Magic ability. Reset those skills. Come back in here, and voila. Combust, everybody's dead. We get to the Fire Knight around 23, 24 seconds in. We're going to chip away at that shield. We're going to lead in with a triple hitter from Tomb Lord here, chipping away at the shields. Triple hitter from Dark Kale. Chimera breaks the shield, and then Allure comes in with the control. And after that, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Okay, you lost me on that last one.
We keep that shield down. Dark Kale's going to be doing most of the damage. He has a 35% chance to instantly activate any poison or HP burn debuffs on the target, or I should say up to 2 poison or HP burn debuffs on the target. That's going to be, add a little bit of element of RNG to this run, right? Depends on how many activations you get from Dark Kale will dictate how long this run goes. Now, my fastest run that I've done so far, it's going to be around this time. Let's see. No. It's going to be a little bit faster than this. But you guys can get the point here. I'm not going to do a bunch of runs to try to get the fastest time. But you can see I just got a 1 minute and 8 second. I just built this team, a while ago, a couple hours ago. So I've only run about 40 times, but I'm sure I can get this down to maybe a 103, 102. But 108 sounds good to me. That's great. The best thing about this team is it's a 100% success rate. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through things again here. And we're just going to do it slower we're going to do it slower, single time speed, and talk again about the skills, right? So we come in with the A1 first of Kymar. We come in A2, a little bit extra damage from Allure. We come in A2, more poisons from Elaneril. And then Tomb Lord comes in, attacks whoever. Is it Ogre and Jailer? Is that who it is? I don't know. Either way, he attacks that dude, and then we come back in, we combust, everything explodes. We come back in again and again, we're doing the same thing. Let's speed it up on the second wave because we're repeating, and again, I'll show you all the custom AI. There is quite a bit on a team like this, so you guys want to pay attention to that. We get to the Fire Knight, and again here, we're going to lead off with the Abyssal Gaze ability of Prince Kymar. We come back in with a triple hitter Allure. We come back in with a single hitter Elaneril on her A1, and then a triple hitter Tomb Lord, triple hitter Dark Kale. And after that, the shield is going to be down by Prince Kymar's A1, and we can just pound away with the A1s of Allure. We can pound away with only the A1s of Kale. A2, A3 is shut off for the round 3, and then that's all she wrote, right? So we can speed things up here again, guys. I guess you don't need to see the end of this run. You know, pretty much it's just what we saw, right? And obviously this one's going to be slower because we went single time speed for quite a while there. So I will actually, I'll end it. I'll end the run. Once you get to Kymar's Seal of Magic ability, that's when you know the run is absolutely over. The reason I say that is there's not a chance of failure with this team. That's the nice thing about it. But there is a chance to land, to get a couple weak, or not weak hits, but a couple resists on the turn meter of Allure's A1, right? So because of that, it can have a little bit of RNG, and it might go an extra 15, 20 seconds if the shield does get back up, if you land, or if you get a couple resists, excuse me, on the control. So let's go ahead and sell those, and let me show you the team. So let me go down to the team setup here. So here we go. Tomb Lord, you can see the stats here on the right-hand side as well. I have Tomb Lord in my regular build. I didn't touch anything on him. I have him in a solo build right now with regen and Immortal. He doesn't need all this HP. You know, in a perfect world, we'd have more attack on him because think about it, nobody's really taking any damage in this run, so we can afford to build all of our champions just all-out damage. I did not do that in this video. I tried a little bit here and there. I crit capped everybody. However, you can definitely further optimize a team like this. Elaneril.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, oh, Tomb Lord, my bad. Round 1, we're going to prioritize Death Burst. We're not going to use the Blight ability. Round 2, we're going to prioritize Death Burst. And again, we're not going to use the Blight ability. Round 3, I lead in with the A1 to get that triple hitter to get that shield off. On Elaneril, round 1. Number 1 priority, Smolder. That's her AoE poison. Number 2 priority, Combust. That's what deals all damages from all poisons instantly. And on the A2, same thing. Rinse and repeat. On the A3, I'm going in with the A1 ability. That way I have Smolder ready for when that shield comes down. I don't think you even have to turn this on a priority here on the 3rd round. I think you can just leave it as is, but it works this way, so that's the way I do it. Prince Kymar, we're only using his A1 on the 1st round. On the 2nd round, we're going to lead off with the Seal of Magic. We're not going to use the Abyssal Gaze, and then we're going to use keep the A1 as normal. And on the round 3 for Prince Kymar, we are going to go ahead and lead in with the Abyssal Gaze, and after that, we're not going to use it anymore. So opener and then don't use. We'd rather have the poisons from the A1. And keep in mind with Prince Kymar, you do need him to have 100% crit rate or high crit rate to land those poisons because the attack must be critical. Just keep that in mind. Dark Kale, round 1. Blinding Dark is going to be his first priority. Again, each critical hit also has a 100% chance to increase the duration of all debuffs on the target by 1 turn. That's going to be fantastic. And then he's going to turn off his A3. We're going to turn off his A3. On the round 2, same thing. Lead off with Blinding Darkness, go into shut off Reality Acid as a 3 ability. And then round 3, as I said, we're going to shut off the Blinding Darkness, shut off Reality Acid, and then we're going to go ahead and start with the A1 ability there and only use the A1 ability. Allure, I turned off Hellish Blaze. I think more damage from Temptation. But around 3, she's automatically always going to use her A1 against the Fire Knight when the shield is up. So you can, and when his turn meter, I believe, is over 50%, she's automatically going to use the A1. I shut off Temptation and Hellish Blaze because I don't even want her messing around trying to mix those in the battle. So again, only using Psychic Whip. When we talk about speeds on this team, my fastest champion is going to be Prince Kymar at 277, but he doesn't have to be this fast. Really important here. These speeds are not, the order is important of what champions are going. The exact speeds are not important, right? So you don't have to have these champions as fast as I do. 277 on the speed. Second fastest is going to be Allure. She's at 273. Third fastest is going to be Elaneril. Elaneril is at 245. Then Tomb Lord, 243. And then Dark Kale at 232. You can get by with Dark Kale even in the high 210, 220-ish speed. You can get by with Tomb Lord all the way down as long as he's faster. Again, I guess set the benchmark with Dark Kale speed, and then after that, you're just building, again, Elaneril, Tomb Lord, and then Dark Kale, and then, of course, your two fastest, Kymar, excuse me, and Allure. Let me go ahead and show you the Masteries and all of these champions as well. Again, this is not a new team, but I really, really love this team, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Tomb Lord, dude, I have a +4 Tomb Lord, all that good stuff. I'm sorry that I can't take that away. I kind of regret it because now I feel like every time I use this champion, people are like, dude, yeah, he's +4, 107k power or whatever.
Let me tell you something. I might be a pretty face, but I fight to win. Just like Legally Blonde.
But really, as we said, guys, he doesn't need all this power. He doesn't need all this HP, all this defense. He just needs the speed and 100% crit rate, essentially, in an extra attack. For Masteries, you guys can see what I went with. Obviously, Giant Slayer to get more damage off of that A1 ability. And going to be important on all of these champions here is going for the Evil Eye, right? Decrease the target's turn meter when this champion hits them for the first time with a default skill. That's going to be great, obviously, for the Fire Knight, kind of controlling him and preventing him from getting that shield going back up. Same thing with Master Hexer. Extending the duration of his poisons is going to be very important on all of our poison champions. On Elaneril, most important mastery I want to say is Kill Streak. Increases damage inflicted by 6% in the arena and 3% in all other locations for each enemy killed by this champion in battle, up to 12%. That's going to get us 12% extra damage when we get to the Fire Knight because she's killing everybody with the combust ability. Same thing with Evil Eye mastery on her. Same thing with Whirlwind of Death. It's going to increase her speed quite a bit by 18 by the time that we actually get to the Fire Knight for all the enemies killed by this champion. Next up, we're going to go, and you can see all the masteries here in case I was blocking some. My bad, guys. We have Prince Kymar. On this Kymar, I just kept the arena build that I had him in already. Most important mastery, I would say, is, aside from Eagle Eye, is Cycle of Revenge. Has a 50% chance of increasing the turn meter by 15% when an ally is attacked with a critical hit. Nice to have his turn meter keep pumping throughout the entire duration of the battle. We don't need Retribution on him for this particular battle, for this particular run, because obviously he's not getting attacked at all, right? Artifacts here, I just kept him in a SEER kind of shield activation set, so I really didn't change anything with this dude's build at all. Total stats, as you guys can see, are right there. 277 on the speed. We have Dark Kale, guys. Again, I have him in triple perception gear. Masteries on Dark Kale, Giant Slayer. We went with, again, Evil Eye. We went with Master Hexer as well. Pretty basic build here on Dark Kale. You can try to maximize your damage as much as possible. I added a little bit of extra attack, crit rate, and crit damage for this video. He's one champion that I did come in here and try to optimize damage from. But just keep in mind, guys, most of our damage against the actual Fire Knight is coming from both the Combust ability with all those poison synergies and the Weaver of Woes A1. Each hit has a 35% chance of instantly activating 2 poison debuffs or 1 poison and 1 HP burn debuffs. Notably, Elaneril also has an HP burn on her A1 that cannot be resisted. We have Allure here. Allure's just in random gear. Again, I have 2 Allures built on my account. This one is a little bit slower than the other one, but 273 is going to be just fine. She fit perfectly in right after Kymar. 100% crit rate is going to be important on your Allure. Decrease the target's turn meter by 25% for each critical hit. Masteries on Allure. Again, Giant Slayer. We went with Evil Eye as well, Lure of Steel, and a Sniper ability. So that's all the champions. I gave you all the customized AI. Let's go ahead and end this video off with one more run, guys. What do you say?
And I'm shaking my head. No.
And guys, as we're going in here, let me know if you enjoy this kind of content on the channel. Let me know which dungeon you guys want to see next, and if there's any other levels of dungeons that you guys want me to cover, maybe stage 24, because that's the most energy efficient place to farm. Also, the world record team, now that I think about it, I said I didn't have all the champions. I do have all the champions, but the gear threshold is so much higher to run that Royal Guard team. It's Royal Guard, Seer, Allure, Ghostborn, and Kymar. You can substitute some champions in and out as well. I think that's the world record at around 50 seconds, I want to say. But I could, there could be a new one there because it's about 6 months old, I want to say. Either way, guys, let's see what we can do here. So around 45 seconds. We're about halfway there. Oh, well, this is actually good. This is actually good. I'm not going to cut this battle or anything like that. What happened, the RNG, like I told you, we must have gotten a resist on one of Allure's A1 turn meters, and the shield went back up. So we're not going to get a new personal account record here, guys, but at least it shows you, okay, that's the worst case scenario on a run like this. We're still going to finish fairly quickly for Fire Night 25. So guys, that is going to do it for the video here. It looks to be around probably 1:30 when that shield does go up. As I said, probably add around 15 seconds to your run or so. Actually, 1:20, not too bad at the end there. And we'll trash that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching all the way till the end. Appreciate you guys. And as always, take care, guys.